What's going on, Wrestle Nation? Today's show is going to be all about No Mercy, and I'm going to give y'all No Mercy on my opinion, and that comes out September 24th of 2017. It is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. Used to be SmackDown, now it's Raw. Let's get into it. Now, for y'all who don't know, No Mercy started in 1999, where we had The Undertaker going against Steve Austin, going against Triple H for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, which Steve Austin held. But now it's done evolved into what we have now today, which is a split brand exclusive pay-per-view. And this month we have Raw taking over the show. Now, to begin with everything, we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt in a rematch. Another rematch that is probably not going to be all that good, but they're going to have the rematch though. But for my opinion, since I got to do the predictions and stuff like that, I'm going to say that Bray takes this one. Finn Balor dressed up as a demon, which the demon is a cool character. It's probably the coolest gimmick on both shows right now when he does it. Now the key word is when he does it. He doesn't really change much. He just puts the paint on and turns into this creepy little guy that's crawling around all over the floor. But hey, the kids love it, I love it, you love it, we all love it. But he won at SummerSlam, so I think it's time for Bray to take one for himself. He's not going to take another L. I think Finn Balor is going to go ahead and bow down to the Eater of Worlds in this one. So if I'm wrong, then I owe y'all 5 donuts, and if I'm right, y'all owe me $5,000. I think that's a fair trade. If not, who cares? This is my show. You're going to do what I say. No, I'm just playing. But that's my prediction. I think Finn Balor is going to go ahead and take that L, and Bray Wyatt is going to walk away with his hands up. This match really is going to prove nothing to anybody. It's just a little filler match for everything to come. So with that being said, we are going to move on to the next match. Neville versus Enzo Amore for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Another match that's probably not going to be all that good. Why? Because Enzo Amore is not that good of a wrestler. On the mic, he is incredible. He can talk for days and days and days and days and days. But with all that talk, there's not a lot of action. I don't think moving him to the Cruiserweight division was the right thing to do. I think they should have put him back in NXT so he can develop his in-ring skills a little bit more, work a couple dark matches, do some live events, things of that nature. Not move him to a place where competitors are actually like really good. Like, I mean, you have Neville, you have Tony Nese, you have Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann. You have a plethora of good wrestlers that are good at what they do for, you know, their little brand. And then you throw Enzo in there because he can't cut it on Raw, and I'm pretty sure he couldn't cut it on SmackDown either. With all that competition comes a little bit of, you know, self-doubt about where's his career headed, and I don't think that putting him up against Neville this quick is a good idea, because it's a 50-50. He's not going to win. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm going to give it to Neville. Neville retains. Because, I mean, the greatest match I've seen with Neville is Neville versus Jack Gallagher for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. And I think it was Roadblock into the line. That was a good match. That was a great match to me. Now, can Enzo give that kind of performance? No, there's no way. He's not ready yet. There's nothing he can do about it. He's going to lose, and he's going to like that loss. They should have him square off against, you know, somebody that's not really, I don't know, Davari or somebody like that. You know, start him out small, not throw him to the pine, and then because of his popularity with the crowd, you know, just hand him the title. That's not fair to anybody. But that's my prediction on that. I think Neville's going to walk away with that win. I don't think everybody's going to agree with me. If not, then you might want to rethink your IQ level. Now, moving on. Fatal 4-Way WWE Raw Women's Championship. We have Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax. No disqualification is the rules, and a fatal 4-way. So what's that mean? Alexa Bliss is going to cheat away to a win. Now they're in the midst of giving, I believe they're in the midst of giving Nia Jax a babyface turn, and they're going to give Sasha Banks a heel turn. Emma is going to be left in the dark trying to make hashtags, and Alexa Bliss is going to stay reigning champion until Bayley comes back. Now once Bayley comes back, they're going to have Sasha feud with Bayley, doing a heel turn, and Nia Jax feuding with Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, this is all my opinion and all through speculation, but that's just what it seems like is going to be the general direction to make another storyline for the women's division. Because as we know, the women's division on Raw I think it's kind of struggling with all the talent that they have. And that's just me though. I mean, they could have another, maybe like, I don't know, a women's junior championship or something like that. Throw another title in there to, get everybody active instead of having meaningless tag team matches over and over and over and over again. But I believe that Sasha Banks and Emma are going to get on the floor. They're going to be out through whatever reason. Nia Jax is going to be in a vulnerable place. Alexa Bliss is going to pull a heel move, cheat, win. Boom, boom, boom. The goddess is still your Raw Women's Champion. That's how I see it being. If I'm wrong, like I said, 5 donuts to $50,000 is y'all's choice. I really don't care because I like donuts and I love money. So, but for me, like I said, Alexa Bliss is going to take that one. Now, moving on, we have the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. We have Cesaro and Sheamus versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I guess we can call them like the Shield -1. No. But I think that Ambrose and Rollins are going to retain just because of popularity issues. They need a babyface champion. They just had a run with heel champions, so they need babyfaces to run at least 3 months. So I think that that's what they're going to do. They're going to hold the title until maybe Survivor Series, and then somebody else will win them. Because then that's when they're going to need, to step up the game, because then that's when comes Royal Rumble season. Then there comes WrestleMania season, which they're going to need all the single stars that can fill seats to get in line, and that's whenever Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are going to be needed. And just for the simple fact that, Cesaro and Sheamus, they're good together. They're great together, but they don't fill butts and seats. I think this is going to open up a chance for, to get that storyline over with, get Sheamus and Cesaro back in line, and then they're going to move up the Revival, because, my God, that is a well-calculated machine right there. Not to mention the Shatter Machine. That's like one of the coolest moves I've ever seen. But I think the Revival is up next for a tag team title run. The Hardys have already had theirs. Sheamus and Cesaro. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, they've had theirs. I think it's time for the Revival to step up and take the plate, because they can do it. If they can perform like they did in NXT, which I know NXT, they had a whole month to rehearse what was going to happen versus a fly, on the fly when they're doing live events, Raws, and all that good stuff. It's more on your plate, but I think the Revival is ready for that one. But for my pick for that match, it is going to be Ambrose and Rollins retaining that match. Then we have the Smack Talk of the Year. We have Mr. Off-Script, John Cena versus the Big Dog Roman Reigns. This one, folks, is going to be a little hard to call. I'm thinking Roman Reigns is going to take out Cena, because if you think about it, he's already defeated The Undertaker. He's went toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar. I don't think he's ever defeated Brock Lesnar clean anyways. But they've been toe-to-toe, and he can show that he can stand with Brock Lesnar. Now the next big person that's in, still in the industry going strong is John Cena, which is why I think they had him hop ship, because this is going to be another trilogy with the John Cena. John Cena had a good one with Kevin Owens. He's had good ones with AJ Styles. So why not give him Roman Reigns? And I think the Roman Reigns is going to win the first two, and John Cena is going to win the last one. But that's going to solidify Roman Reigns as a legit badass, which is what Vince McMahon so desperately wants. But for me, I think it's going to have to be a heel turn in there for Roman Reigns to actually get, as much as they hate him now, if he was to go heel, he would be so over. It's not even funny, but Vince wants him to stay a babyface. I get it. Little kids love him. They love him in India. That's where it's at. But for his popularity and for him not to get booed out of every arena that he goes to, they're going to have to turn him heel eventually. But for me, that's going to be Roman Reigns taking that one. Moving on to the main event, we have the Destroyer, the Monster Among Men, should I say. We have Braun Strowman versus the Beast Incarnate, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. I love it when he does that. We got Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal Championship, and it's going to be a doozy. Braun Strowman has been on a tear. When I tell you he's come a long way for me. When he was wearing that black sheep mask running with the Wyatt family, it didn't work for me. He was just like another, I thought he was just going to be another big guy, and he was going to go back to being a rosebud. But he's done things that haven't been done in some years. I mean, everybody complains, oh, we've seen the ring be broke, but come on, how many times do you see the ring get broke, and how awesome is it whenever it does get broken? I mean, I don't care what you say, I sucked it up, and it just, I tensed up, and it was pretty awesome when I seen it. But Braun Strowman now is on, he's guaranteed to become a champion, one or the other, whether it be the WWE champion or the Universal champion. He's going to become that. And I think that Braun Strowman is going to take this one. Now, I know it's not the big four: Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania. That's usually when, Brock Lesnar relinquishes the title or gains it back. But I think in the bottom of my heart that Braun Strowman is going to come in, and this is the only way to get the title off of Brock. The only way, unless you put him in like a faulty, fatal 4-way match or a triple threat match or, over the top battle royal or something like that. But this is the only way to get the title off of Brock and make it believable. I mean, can you picture Finn Balor regaining the WWE Universal Championship by defeating Brock Lesnar? No, you can't. I don't care who you are. You can't do it. But can you see Braun Strowman coming in and destroying Brock Lesnar like he did at SummerSlam? He didn't win, but you gotta admit, when he put him through the tables and then flipped the table on him, and I mean what he did to everybody else, it was pretty amazing. But like I said, for my pick, I think Braun Strowman is going to become your new Universal Champion. And like I said, if I'm wrong, I'll give y'all 5 donuts, and if I'm right, you give me $5,000. But September 24th, No Mercy is coming, and I'm going to be paying attention to it. I'm also going to be doing a review on it, so y'all keep in touch. Now, this has been Rob Talks Wrestling. If you like it, hit the subscribe button. If you love it, hit the notification so you get the content first. And I will catch y'all next time.